Welcome, everyone, to Tabletop Anthology. I'm Severian, your keeper of arcane lore. Our investigators are in these caverns, and they're damp caverns, stalactites and stalagmites all over the place, in addition to these carvings that were found all over the walls. There's worked stone on the floor, it seems, covered by a lot of debris over the years that it must have first been put there. And in our last session, some of the investigators with an archaeology role found that these carvings are possibly predating any of the oldest cave paintings ever found. And yes, I believe that was Vincent that realized that.
Percent, baby.
Yeah.
And
within these caves, there's a glowing lichen growing all over the place. There's enough of it that you're all able to see fairly well, as if it's a candle lit down here. You know, very deep shadows all over the place, but you're able to see across the entire cavern further to the south. And with that, let's move over to the map and get going here. But first, I'd like a little bit of a description of each of your characters. We haven't done that in a little while, and tell me about how your characters are approaching this little spelunking adventure here. Starting with Vincent.
Vincent at this point has gotten pretty rough with his clothing. Originally wearing a very nice brown and light tan suit, has now been switched off with very ragged clothing. His hat, now that he's wearing his head, has a few holes and burn marks. His glasses being broken, and from crawling through this muck, he is extremely dirty. Doesn't seem to have too much of an issue hauling around anything anymore. But every so often he does tend to scratch at his left eye in a very weird manner. Other than that, he's doesn't look too horrible.
All right, and yes, indeed, Vincent is carrying around quite a bit of equipment right now, clanging around shovels and mining picks and a lot of rope hanging off of his back. So let's move on to William. What's William looking like right now, and how is he approaching all of this?
Well, he's definitely wearing a thermal, and you could say he's also wearing, some level of like ragged old pea coat. He grabbed it. He's trying to stay warmer here. He doesn't know how, cold it's going to be. On top of that, he is definitely more. I don't know. He seems like he aged a lot quicker than he did before. He's only like 17, right? But he got through a lot of stress recently, and especially with all this shit. So he's just coming down there looking all ragged looking, and he's ready to pump some lead, for lack of better words.
Right. Waiting for that monster to come creeping out from around every dark corner, I'm sure.
Right, waiting for an excuse here.
Yeah. Robert Marcus Halstead, what about you? Oh, let's go back. Let's go to Martin Baker instead. It looks like he's having a little bit of an audio issue. So Martin, tell me.
Hi, sorry. I just got a middle finger emoji from one of my students. I'm a little baffled right now.
Are you gonna kill him?
I'm sorry. My brain just kind of shut down there for a second. Yeah, Martin, this isn't his first time rooting around in the dark. The finding of the snake motif, particularly that it is predating the earliest records we have, doesn't so much surprise him as solidify his resolve. He's wearing his normal kind of clothing that he usually does. It's dirty from crawling around in the dark, but that's nothing new again. he's pulled out a lot of his gear from whenever he was in the military. He has his 1911 that he kept from service, and the trench club as well. One in each hand. He's wearing his head lantern that Dr. Boyle was very nice enough to provide, although he's not too happy with it because of the shallow light that it gives. But that is, you take what you can, and the only other option we don't really have, right? So he's taken the point on most of this stuff. He's ready to go, and honestly, a little bit of excitement from Martin. He's interested to see what happens, what all this stuff is.
Okay. Now we can go over to Robert Marcus Halstead.
Yeah, Robert, he's got the headlamp kind of on the top of around his cowboy hat there, and he's got a 50-foot rope around roped around his shoulder, and he's got his Bowie knife in his other hand, just being careful and cautious, and just trying to figure out what's going on down here. He knows that from the caves in Montana that he's ran into quite a few creatures in his time, as far as wild animals and things like that, and caverns and things like that, and he just wants to be prepared for anything that may come his way.
Okay, great. And I would like to remind you all that you are, in fact, unless you tell me otherwise, you are only wearing, for a light source, those headlamps that Vincent had provided. And Martin did point out that they're a bit of a shallow light, but they are a light source nonetheless. And in addition to that, there is this glowing lichen about this entire cavern. So let's get moving here into this journey. To your north is the tunnel that you came in on, and to your south, this massive cavern opens up. Feel free to move around.
Knowing our light source issue, I'd like to lather myself in the lichen. Not actually doing that. Please, God, don't let me do that.
Yeah, probably a bad idea.
I didn't realize I could chat.
We cannot move while the game is paused.
Oh,
correct.
Sorry about that. There you go. You should be able to move now.
I'm gonna step forward a little bit and look back to our party, and say, Halstead, or maybe even Baker. Do either of you know what this lichen is? Is it natural? Anyone?
Smells like moss to me. Like dew.
I'd just like to take anything around, just poke at it a little bit, make sure it's not anything horrifying. Is the lichen, is it just cave lichen like normal?
Yeah, it just seems like some sort of phosphorescent lichen. But what seems strange about it is just the amount of it down here. It almost seems like this amount of such a lichen shouldn't be growing down here. It may have been cultivated to do so.
I look back towards
Do we see any footprints? By the way,
Halstead.
Say that again.
Yeah.
Do you see what?
do we see any footprints? I'm looking for footprints on the ground for that. The gentleman
Josh.
that came before us.
Josh.
Yes, Josh.
You don't see any distinct footprints here, but there has definitely been traffic through this area, going somewhere to the south.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and see if I can recognize this lichen near this wall, I guess, over here, and then see if it's anything that I can remember from the caves in Montana or anything like that.
You come to the same conclusion that that Vincent there comes to is that this amount of lichen shouldn't exist in this area. It's supposed to usually grow very sparsely, and there's definitely so Vincent is just kind of suspicious of something, you know, weird going on with this being cultivated here, but you know for sure that someone has purposefully grown this amount of lichen down here as a light source, it seems. You can't come to any other reason that it would be growing like this.
Okay. Dr. Boyle, it seems like someone is purposefully growing something down here to make this lichen grow like this. This is not natural for caves. This is something that was man-made, something that was done by a man's hand.
And as you're checking out that lichen on the wall there, you notice in the walls, actually in all of the walls around you in this entire cavern, it's just they're covered in small crevices and tiny holes and tunnels jutting out all over the place. Things that are much too small for any human to fit through. But just keep that in mind as you guys are exploring through here, that there are a lot of small crevices in the wall.
I'd like to go up to the wall and just shine my headlamp a little bit into it, see if I can see anything inside of it.
Okay. Give me a spot hidden.
Yep.
While he's doing that, is this an alcove here? Or next to me here? Like, their little, like, opening over here?
Oh my gosh.
There's some more crevices right there next to where you are, William. Nothing that you can fit through as a human being.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought it was like
1% the dream, boys.
Spot hidden.
I'm kind of moving forward right now.
I got it barely.
Wow, you met that exactly. Okay. This particular crevice or maybe small hole that you look into with your light, you shine upon some bones. It looks like.
Is it deep? Is it wide enough for me to fit my hand through?
Yes, you can reach them.
Okay, I would like to just take out a bone. And is there anything specific about it? Do I see any markings or anything on the bone?
Yes. Give me 1 second here.
Yep.
Trying to get to my notes on the bones. Give me a science biology roll.
My gosh, why are you trying to punch me in the face here? Science.
William, give me a spot hidden check since you're kind of checking things out over there.
Where do you see this biology?
And everyone feel free to move around, do whatever you want to do, interact in any way, and role play.
Definitely.
I am not seeing a science biology check anywhere.
And that is because you don't have that skill.
Okay.
Oh, that was stealth. Oops.
I grab the bone. I say, can anyone? I found some markings on this bone. Can anybody figure this out? Anyone?
I'll take a closer look at the bone. Oh wait, science biology.
Yeah.
Hey, what are we?
You'd think that I would have that. Let's see here.
So I have aromatherapy. Would that work?
Hey, what are we doing? Shouldn't we be looking for Josh? Isn't it kind of weird that he's like just kind of gone right now? I I get bones are important, right?
We want to figure out if there's anything down here with Josh. No point to go looking for him and find out he's dead along with us soon.
Well, we have no idea.
Is there anything ritualistic about how these bones have been put in the hole? Do these look like places where, I'm losing the name of it. Not a mortuary, but a sarcophagus. Maybe kind of like a mausoleum. Kind of like what they did underneath Paris, right? Where bones were kind of stacked in holes.
No,
What'd you say?
This seems like the remains of something that might have possibly been eaten here. There's a lot of scraps and torn up remnants of something in there now that you're looking more deeply into these holes.
Right when you say that, I'm going to, I walked a little bit forward and say, everyone, there's a pathway down this way to the right.
I'm my shotgun is drawn.
But you can tell that those particular bones you were looking at were rather old. And I'd like to remind you all, you can push rolls with justification. You enter this room and it looks like this is part of whatever structure that you're within, as though this natural cavern was hewn out to be some sort of building, some sort of lair. You're not really sure, but this was definitely a room, and to the right, where there must have been some further doorways or tunnels, it's completely collapsed.
Can I check out the area any more intensely, or is it just what you see is what you get?
Give me a geology roll, or if you have a comparable skill.
Can I give you spot hidden?
No. And actually, if anyone wants to do that roll, go ahead. A geology or something comparable.
Archaeology?
And Scud in the chat wanted to point out that you gotta be wary of cave bears.
Okay. Yep, archaeology. Going for it.
Sure.
So, I'm still examining that bone that Dr. Boyle gave me to look at a little bit closer as I'm walking through here.
I can use luck on that, right?
Sorry, I've been trying to deal with this BS. You said an archaeology check in here or a geology check?
Geology, but something comparable, I would allow archaeology, yes.
Okay. Sorry, I'm a little distracted right now. My apologies.
It's all right. Robert, what were you saying? You're looking at those bones further?
Yeah, I'm looking at the bones further. What I'm trying to figure out is if I can figure out, like, if they're human bones or if they're animal bones, and how I'm justifying this is either through my medical expertise or through my anthropology expertise.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of, like, if there's anything that I can correlate this bone to, like a certain culture or
give me natural world.
People. Natural world.
Yeah, I think that's comparable there. That's a good one. Martin, while you're when you take a step in this room that's got that collapsed wall there, you're examining some of these rough-hewn stone structures around you. There's even partial remains of a column there. And looking at all these carvings, and in addition to that, you realize that this, whatever you're inside of here, these were created over the course of millennia, probably predating humans. Give me a sanity check.
I failed. You succeeded. You're getting consequences.
Okay.
Alright, you lose 1d3 sanity.
Nice.
Meanwhile, Professor Halstead, you're really getting deep into looking at these bones and trying to figure out just what they came from. After a little bit of study, you realize that they're slightly ape-like, but they seem to be deformed in some way. You're pretty sure you found monkey bones, but you just can't place the species. But that alone is strange enough to find such bones down here.
Okay.
And I'd like to get a sanity check from you, because as you contemplate more and more, you realize that they look strange for monkey bones because they resemble humans so closely.
Okay. So I'm, like, starting to freak out that maybe the evolution theory is real.
Yeah, there's a lot of ideas swirling around in your head right now, and you just found some strange evidence.
Theory.
You passed your sanity check. Nothing. No sanity lost there.
Cool.
I look to Halstead. Oh, sorry. Were you going
No,
to
go ahead.
Halstead, if there's anything that's important in this room, you should probably tell us, right?
Yeah, I was just in the middle of typing in chat. So I look back. I look back to you and I said, yeah. So these bones that you found in that hole, they're monkey bones, but they're not the natural monkey bones. These bones look more like, you can resemble them to a human's bones as well, like they're deformed in some way. We're dealing with whatever this was chewed up, ate up, and spit back out and placed in those holes.
We just got raided, Seth.
Yeah, we did. Thanks for the raid.
Oh, thanks for the raid.
And thank you for the
raid.
follow. Follow from Neophet3.
Awesome, thank you.
Follow.
Yeah, thanks for the raid,
Awesome.
guys.
We got raided by a big bearded nerd.
Whoa,
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
sounds handsome.
Right now, our investigators, we're playing Call of Cthulhu, scenario called Darkness Beneath the Hill, and they are currently exploring some tunnels that led to a cavern system underneath Providence, Rhode Island. So with that, go ahead and continue, investigators.
Okay.
William, you're kind of
Oops.
looking around, and you definitely notice that there's another tunnel leading off to the southeast there.
This would be about the time I'd be walking, kind of confounded as my sanity slowly seeps away, and kind of thinking. And I would stop for a minute, and whenever Halstead starts talking about the bones, I would end up saying this to him. That's very strange, because the ruins here are older than recorded history. They're older than the earliest findings of man, and they were hewn from stone. This was done with tools. This was done with equipment. This wasn't just a cave, and it was before all of our history.
Wait.
The-
Are you saying what we're seeing here is perhaps intelligent primates?
I can't say for certain, but I can tell you that the creatures that we've dealt with before they come from another place, so it's not that far off to think that there could possibly be something intelligent other than us.
I know this is a quite a bit off topic, but if they are in fact intelligent primates that could have built this place, we might be going towards a missing link area, and I'm going to be very happy about that if that's true. I say as I start to scratch at my left eye again.
And I'm
Are
inching
you-
forward.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. Why would you ask that? Let's get going. We need to find find John.
Hold on, listen.
Josh.
Okay,
To find Josh.
Yes, I know it was Josh.
I'm fine with you soldiering on, but the last thing we need is for somebody to go off the chain, or for them to lose an eye right in the worst possible time. Is your eye okay?
Yes, my eye is fine. Why would you ask?
'Cause you keep digging at it.
I kind of lower my glasses a little bit and kind of blink a little bit. It might be a little itchy, but that's pretty much it. You can't say anything wrong with it, can you?
Hey, I'm not a doctor. Halstead, perhaps you would be willing to look.
I look a little bit closer at his eye because I've been worrying about this for about a day or so.
And
You can
while
you can easily see that it's
William.
been pretty scratched hard.
William, while they're discussing Vincent's mental state, you see way down in the distance of this tunnel, something was moving down there, something scurrying away quickly.
Hey, guys, there's something down there. I saw something move in the dark. I'm not shitting around here. I'm serious.
Okay, son. Okay, let me take a look. Let me take a look. Step back here. Let me take a look. And so I try and work my way forward.
Keep behind me, Halstead.
So as you're working your way through this particular tunnel, it's extensively decorated with elaborate carvings. While the snake motifs and geometric designs are present, there's also a series of murals here. The one that you're passing by now seems to depict robed serpentine figures in various pursuits.
Can I use my meta knowledge to know that we are now going to cross over into Conan territory with sets?
Well, if we're doing Conan, we need to get Talus in here.
You can, anyone checking out these murals, give me a Cthulhu Mythos check.
I'm down.
Oh, easy. What's my Cthulhu Mythos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 0? I'll roll it anyway.
Oh, ouch.
I had a 0.
Oh. I was like, wait, what? I was like, we did.
Yeah, that's
All
a
right.
little scary.
Animate and kill us.
That's it. Feel free to continue. You all failed.
Oh,
Of course, don't remember you can push rolls with justification, and there's the luck points that can be spent.
I looked at the mural and continue.
Go
I
ahead.
knew they were reptilian overlords.
I looked at both Baker and Halstead, and I say, I think we both, all of us, know what's going to be happening in this cave at this point, don't you? As I kind of grab my shotgun and make sure there's a shell in it.
Well, now, let's not get too hasty here. you know.
Hasty. There are what looks to be some sort of serpentine god in a place that you say was
Hey, can you guys keep it down?
older than human
There's stuff
history.
scurrying around
And
over
you
there.
think we need to calm down?
Well-
I think we need.
Boyle, I'm with you. Let's
Thank you.
set up guard. Okay, so stay. We need to follow a procedure here. I will take point while you eat crackers, and Halstead, make sure you keep it a long watch. Okay.
I will.
What? I'd look over at William. What kind of? I can't remember what kind of weapon you're rolling there, William.
The 12 gauge pump shotgun.
All right, you keep a watch on behind us. Oh, potato chips. I'm sorry.
Wow, Hades. Anyways,
Wow, Hades, Jesus.
as you're
Whoa.
continuing through these tunnels, some of these other murals on the walls here next to you are starting to depict these serpentine robed figures worshiping an enormous serpent with a crescent symbol on its forehead.
Okay, I am very much not liking this.
Where the hell are we again?
Well, we are
Deep underground.
What state are we in?
Rhode Island.
What the hell is this doing in Rhode Island?
We are in Kansas.
The hell is this with this? The hell is this going on? Arkansas.
Well, if that was in character, I will try my
Yes.
best to answer that. Okay. So I look at you and I say, well, if these bones and what Professor Baker was saying is correct, if this area was here before time, all land is believed to have been connected at one point in time. So Rhode Island could have been close to what you Christians might call Eden. We don't know for sure.
All right. We're gonna pretend that's not world shattering.
Yeah,
Keep
exactly.
Read a book.
As you come around this corner here, stop for just a second there, Martin.
Do I need to check for traps, by the way? I wanted to ask that way earlier, but
If you'd like to, you can.
I'm constantly making sure that I don't trip. Having gone through trenches and into the bunkers underneath trenches, it's something I keep a watch out for.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. directly to the south of you, this particular mural of the serpentine figures seems to depict these serpent people and some of their cities being attacked by some sort of gigantic reptiles. Everyone give me a no check, which is intelligence.
No.
Intelligence.
Yes.
How can I feel
Man,
that?
you guys are dumb.
Oh, dude, I'm pushing that. Can I push that, please?
Yeah, I succeeded.
Yeah, you can push it. You can take a little bit more time and study. I'd want you to walk down south to that wall and study that mural.
Is there any holes in there that's going to shoot darts out into my eyeballs when I go down and check?
It was directly south of where you were before.
Down here?
Yes.
You die instantly, no save.
You see the face that my
Everyone
my
that
character has? That's me right now.
Everyone that succeeded that roll, make a sanity check.
No,
I'm so glad I failed it now.
no, I need to know things.
And
Sometimes ignorance is bliss.
As I make that sanity check,
Ignorance is never bliss, my
as I
friend.
make that sanity check, I start to rub my eye a bit more.
All right.
needed.
And if you failed that sanity check, you lose 1d3 sanity. And you're losing that 1d3 sanity because you realize that these reptiles attacking the serpent people in their cities, they're dinosaurs. There's even a pterodactyl depicted there carrying off some of the serpent people from their cities. And further murals on the wall next to you, they depict the serpent people moving underground and building their cities there, fleeing from the dinosaurs on the surface.
I'm sorry. Did you just? I'm staring at the wall and just the pose that my character has is the same pose that I'm having while I stare at the wall, and it's these serpent people are being carried off by the dinosaurs.
Guys, I don't have a very good feeling about this.
Why? What's going on?
Are you joking? Do you not see this?
See what? I was still looking at this bone, and I kind of throw the bone behind my shoulder and walk over.
This the recent discoveries with the massive creatures that lived in a time before us are depicted here with these snake people. If there's thoughts that they could be these massive creatures could be thousands upon or hundreds of thousands of years old, and well before man came. There's no carbon dating yet, and so this would mean that these civilizations are.
Wait.
These people are ancient upon ancient.
Oh my gosh.
So
And there's a nice little depiction there in the handout, so you should be able to see now of this mural you're looking at, or one of these murals,
That'd be
and
a
how
hydra.
massive they are standing before you.
So, and what you said is like the kind of out of character. The dinosaurs there on the left and right are the ones that are carrying the people away, right?
Yes,
Or the
yes,
lizard
exactly.
people away?
There's in addition to this one I'm showing you, there are other murals showing further that these dinosaurs are attacking the serpent people in their cities and carrying them away, eating them.
They look like they're safe away from the dinosaurs, like they're hiding away under the protection of their god.
Do you... I lowered my voice a little bit. Do you all believe that they could still be alive?
I mean, the dinosaurs aren't alive, right? I mean,
Obviously not the dinosaurs.
that'd be
the
pretty
snake
crazy,
people.
right? I mean, what's a snake's lifespan anyway?
It doesn't matter the snake's lifespan. It matters on how many generations were created.
I mean, if these things are down here, I mean, is this a whole civilization we're just gonna stumble onto, or is this like a bunch of feral snake people? Sound crazy just saying that?
The longer we idle, the worse this is going to
Where the
get.
hell's
Let's
Josh?
move on.
Oh no! So I would have said millions of years old. By this time, they believe that dinosaurs were millions of years old. So fantastic.
Everyone give me a spot hidden check.
You're a spot hidden check.
Oh boy! I see through time and space.
I see nothing.
I'm gonna spend 1 luck to pass the mine.
Okay.
Hey, Solace, can you go get me on my binoculars? I can see like atoms currently.
So everyone that succeeds, including Vincent, because he was, got a critical success in this case. You all see
It even has medals.
Vincent, you're standing close to this wall here, and one of these crevices next to you in this wall, there's a grimy, dirty hand covered in fur that reaches out of it and attempts to grab that single stick of dynamite that you have tucked away, so probably in a pouch or your coat pocket or something.
Ew.
Not gonna hesitate, immediately blast it.
I was about to say, you see it soon enough that you can go ahead and take a reaction and do whatever you want. So you're going to take a shot at it?
Whatever I want?
Whatever you want to attempt to do, obviously. I'm not going to allow you to do anything without a check.
I have 65 strength. I'm grabbing it. Do I make what do I do?
That would be a
strength
brawling check. Any kind of grapple is a brawl.
Whatever. Let's go for it.
Okay.
Oh! 1 followed by a 2.
So apparently Vincent is hacking.
This is how I feel
Sessions in a
anytime
row.
I play a game with freaking Save Vegeta, man.
So Vincent,
Not me, I probably.
you grab this hand as soon as you see it coming out of this crevice here. Grab hold of it and yank this thing out of the hole there. What comes out is vaguely human. It looks like a stunted human, rather hairy, and kind of resembling some sort of breed of pallid ape. Let me give you a handout here of a picture.
Reach and shake it calmly but firmly. That's great.
What the hell?
That's a good point.
This is literally nightmare fuel. Please don't show me this picture ever again.
It's like a Vulcan ape.
So
Ape
their
spot.
skulls have elongated foreheads, large eyes, and there's a pronounced snout-like jaw. Its arms are longer than those of the average human.
They're called
And
degenerates.
yes, I have them listed in here as degenerates. So now that this thing is out here on the floor in front of you, it's writhing around and about to get up and looks like it's very terrified and was not expecting this to happen. What do you all do? I'll allow,
Blast it.
because it's so surprised, I'll allow everyone, except for Vincent, because you already took an action. Everyone else can go ahead and take their action.
Okay, so is it just the one?
Yes. It's maybe 4 feet tall.
Yeah, I would shoot it. I'm just gonna shoot it.
Don't shoot it. If
That-
you
that's
started
what I
to
would
raise
do,
your
though.
gun, I would yell not with a gun. If you do it, that's fine. I'm totally fine. I will explain my reasoning later, but that's the only thing I would say.
Not with a gun.
Does it? What's the creature currently doing right now? Is it flailing, trying to get away from Boyle, or?
Can I try to knock it out?
It looks terrified and wide-eyed. It's definitely caught off guard and surprised. Yeah, that would be a brawling check.
Rolling check. Ooh.
Give it that old butt stroke.
Like a gun butt, maybe, I guess. Yeah.
Nice. All right. So it is trying to get away here. It fails its dodge check, so go ahead and roll your melee damage on that. We'll say it's a 1d4. It's basically a club. With your damage bonus, of course.
What's my damage bonus?
Let's see here. Your damage bonus is 0.
So 4.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, it's unconscious now.
I look to my hand with my ungodly speed and strength, and just assume that I'm an Eldritch King.
I'm gonna hit him with the gun.
My eyes roll so far back in the head that all you see is white.
I'm actually gonna hit him with the barrel end, and I'm gonna pull the trigger. I mean,
I take out some of my rope and say, let's tie this up quickly before it wakes back up.
Gag it.
So it stopped. It stopped. Let me rephrase that. It has stopped moving. You don't know if it's unconscious or if it's dead.
Check its breathing.
No, just rope it first. Rope it and gag it first.
Okay, rope and gag.
So while they're doing that, I would
say, I'm just going to take off a portion of the rope that I had. I had 200 feet. Doug, how much rope do you think it would be to tie this thing up?
I don't know.
Like 50 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right, yeah, you guys tie it up just fine. Is anyone? So what are you guys doing with this? You've captured this thing, and it does look like it's breathing now that you've handled it and tied it up.
Can I take a closer inspection at the creature that we just pulled out?
You can either give me a biology roll. Actually, since you didn't have that biology, I'll allow natural world. I think that's a good equivalent. Or a hard no roll for anyone else, which was intelligence. Give me a sanity check.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
We are losing a lot of sanity, boys.
You lose 1d3 sanity.
Okay.
And you're losing this sanity because you realize that whatever this thing is now, it's surely descendant from human. Not
Wait,
the other way around.
Or...
Yes.
So I stand up and stand back, and I'm like, this was created. This was not. And I take my Bowie knife out and I go to stab it.
Well, I'm immediately
because it's ungodly to me.
Does anyone want to stop him?
Yeah, I want to stop him.
Give me a dex check.
Yeah, my name is Dex. Hi, everyone.
Check.
So would I have to do a fight? Like
actually, not a dex check. I'm sorry. Anyone who wants to stop him, do a brawl. And if you're being opposed, then yes, you'll have to do a brawl as well to try and land that stab.
Can I not do a dex check? I'd much rather do a dex check.
No, you're doing a brawl check.
And to be clear, I'm going for the throat, so that way.
Okay.
I am a king of this game tonight.
Wow.
I quit. No, I'm just kidding. No.
So yeah, Vincent catches your hand just as the knife tip was about to plunge into this thing's throat.
What the? In a very hushed voice, and say, "What are you doing? This is our only chance to figure out what's going on. You back off immediately."
This thing is ungodly. This was made by humans.
This is our only chance to figure out what's going on. At this point, we can assume Josh is either dead or something very wrong is with him.
While they're dicking around, I crack its skull open with my club.
Are you shitter? You're a shitter.
I'm assuming William doesn't stop you.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, yeah. You don't even need to make a brawl check for that. Vincent, you're too tied up to even interfere with it. Martin, your trench club comes down, and its skull is definitely thicker than a human's, but it cracks open enough and it stops breathing.
I'm gonna let go of Halstead immediately, stand up. I'm no longer in a hushed voice, but I'm not yelling. I say, "What the hell? We're supposed to." I'm kind of rubbing at my eye pretty bad right now. We're supposed to be a team, trying to figure out all this shit. We didn't talk about killing this thing. That could have set off a whole new thing. What if these things weren't trying to go for us? What if they're just too stupid to realize what we're doing? And now we have a dead one at our feet. You imbeciles.
Based on those bone marks, these other ones are just going to come and eat this corpse alive. That's all that's gonna happen here.
We don't know what's going to happen.
What were you going to do? Have a conversation with it? I'm sure that it knows the king's English.
At the minimum, keep it alive. Do we have a bargaining chip or a hostage to get out of here? The main point is we didn't talk about killing this thing at all.
If Halstead thought it was dead, it should be dead. It should be dead. I trust him.
This is insane. Halstead himself said he doesn't know what this is. None of us do. The only thing we do know is it's descended apparently from us.
Stop right there just for a second, Martin. While you're getting yelled at there, you hear from the east some sort of savage sounds, just screaming and crying, something that's vaguely human and growling, and it's growing louder and louder and more intense.
There's
And
another
it's
one.
continuing. What do you do? Further out to the east.
Set up an ambush position.
Yeah, I'm hiding in here as much as I can.
Hiding around the corner, kind of peeking.
The noises are still
I'll
continuing.
stand in the middle.
Okay, I'll get back here so that way I can use my rifle if need be.
It sounds like a disturbing mix between some sort of ape or monkey and human cries. And then
Degenerate.
you've got your positions set up, holding overwatch. I imagine you're all staring down this tunnel through the darkness, gun barrels facing towards that direction. And then there's a loud snapping, popping noise, and sounds like bones breaking. And that's it. It's quiet again.
Look to Halstead, and I say, did that sound like one of the apes, perhaps getting killed?
That's what I was saying. These things seem like they're eating each other based on the marks that we found, and whatever's up ahead, it sounds like it's feeding on something.
No, what I'm saying is, I think those lizards might still be here. They might be.
Anything's possible.
No, if those apes are being designed from us, they could be making them as food. They're cattle, is what I'm thinking. And if that is true, I'm not quite sure, but we're going to have to figure out. Can I see any slithering marks on the ground? Any
No.
slithering marks like track? No? Okay.
Give me a spot hidden check, actually.
$62.
Have you even failed a roll tonight at all?
I
Oh, okay.
think you failed one, maybe.
Yeah, I failed at the beginning. It was I actually failed my spot hidden check at the beginning.
So, what
Also
you see,
failed with those.
you don't find any sort of slithering serpent marks that you're looking for. What you do find, though, something that seems like almost like a hoof print. You don't know what else to compare it to.
Halstead, do you know what animal this, I guess, hoof print would come from?
Do I recognize if it's the sound of horses or like maybe even bison? I've spent a lot of time around hooved animals.
So it resembles hooved feet of a goat or a bovine, possibly. But they're slightly smaller than that of a human, and they seem to also have some sort of claw or talon attached onto this hoof-like print. Anyone
Okay.
taking a look at this can give me a Cthulhu Mythos roll.
Oh, easy.
I can't roll it.
Hey, William, me, you, dude. Look at.
What?
We both got 49.
Oh no. No. Turn it off. It's our script.
Martin, your study at the Miskatonic University secret library has benefited you here. And you realize that This is the print left by a creature called a ghast. Let me give you a little bit of information about a ghast.
Yes, please.
Are they typically found in the nether?
Do they go? Do they cry? Do they spit fireballs that you got to smack back at them?
So ghasts, you know that they are creatures that typically are restricted to some sort of underworld environment or caverns, like the one you're currently in, and that they can't handle direct sunlight. They eventually sicken and die from sunlight. They're cannibalistic and eat each other as well as human beings. They're semi-human bipeds ridden by highly scientific but morally degenerate humans inhabiting caverns. At least that's what the tales tell you in the tomes that you've read.
Wait, so
likely the
they
result
are
of genetic
vehicles?
modifications.
Is that what you said?
Semi-human biped creatures.
I thought you said that they rode biped creatures. Sorry. Okay.
No.
Wait,
Okay.
are they? You're saying they're simps?
They you know that they are incredibly dangerous. And now you have possible proof that they're real and roaming these caverns that you're in.
I would stand up looking at this cloven hoof talon velociraptor horse print, whatever it is, and I'd look at the others and say, we very much need, I know this sounds stupid, we need to be careful. I've read about these creatures before. I didn't think, I mean, we need to be careful. And then I would go through and reiterate what Severian just said about how dangerous they are and the...
You're saying that they're partially multiple animals bipedal.
Yes.
How good is their sense of smell, would you say?
I'm not sure. I know that their eyesight is probably fairly poor because they don't like sunlight.
So their hearing and their smell is probably spot on, considering they have to live in complete darkness.
Most likely.
And we just left a dead body back there.
Yes.
So it's almost guaranteed, if not for the dead body, our own service smell. Probably not very good.
I'm not sure what you're getting at here.
They probably know we're fucking here.
I'm sure that the thrashing around of a captive creature wouldn't have brought them to us either.
Not to mention the jangling of shovels and
And you walking around with all six of your pickaxes.
I'm not talking about them being that thing being killed anymore. I'm saying we're here. We're giving off a smell. They almost guarantee to know we are here. We need to be more careful.
Okay.
And then I'm like fucking rubbing at my eye hardcore right now.
Actually, you gave me an idea.
We could use the corpse as bait.
Exactly.
I do also see a token over there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just before you see that, you hear, while they're arguing, since you took a few steps forward, you hear the gnashing sounds of something consuming flesh.
Guys, this is no fucking joke. Can you guys get your shit together?
So somebody who has at least 65 strength needs to grab that body and bring it down here.
Dude,
Throw it out there.
That's legit me. I'll be right back.
He also has the dynamite. Hint, hint.
I'm not giving you my dynamite. I'll rip out my own eye before you get that.
No, I'm thinking of a ingenious way to use the dynamite.
William,
Oh shit, that's amazing. You're right.
through that small crack that you're viewing down this tunnel, what you see is definitely one of those ape-like semi-human things hunched over and eating something.
Okay, I picked up and placed where I said pick up and place.
What do you guys do?
They had me go drag the dead body, unless you guys stop me before I drag it all the way over here.
Oh, no.
And I dragged it over here, and I put it down.
I'm gonna cut it open and fit myself inside of it to pretend to be. And then I'm gonna start making it.
Calm down, Luke. It's not a fucking tauntaun, okay?
Plus, you're probably like twice its size.
Oh, I'll make it work.
Yeah, Vincent, you're able to do that. William, meanwhile, what are you doing? Are you just watching, observing, as you can just barely see this thing consuming something?
I have my gun out. I'm staring. I'm just like, if you could see my eyes, they would be somewhere else.
You're such a warrior.
They'd be focused on something straight ahead. I'm dead center. I'm almost terrified.
Okay. I point to William as I kind of see him doing this, and I am motioning to Baker to go get him to come back, and then I creep over here to Boyle and I say, all right, I'll make an incision inside the stomach, and we can place the dynamite in there, and then we can light it or shoot it whenever the creature gets close.
I'm gonna say, as I look up at the
Or
ceiling,
we can light it now and add
how-
rope to it.
how big is the ceiling? How tall is the ceiling?
In some places, possibly 100 feet.
Oh, so it's okay. So we're in like a huge cavern.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I was gonna be like, I don't want to reload off dynamite in a small like little spot.
You are still in a cavern. It's definitely going to risk a cave-in, no matter where you use
that's
dynamite
true.
down here.
Okay. Never mind then. I'm just gonna be like, I don't think we should do that with our current situation. But we will keep. Actually, now that I think about this, I'm gonna make sure I drop off the bag of like shovels and stuff. Right here.
Okay.
I can't ping. Can we just like assume they're right by like this rubble stuff, I guess?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
I'd also like to, before I forget, point out that Professor Halstead, you got an ammo drop there from the chat. I think that was let's see who. It was
Tylink
555. So, which gun do you want an ammo drop for?
My you know what? Let's say my revolver, my 38.
All right, you have another full reload for your revolver.
Okay.
Thanks, chat. Wait, who gave him that?
Tylink
Tylink
555.
555.
Oh, nice. Favoritism in the chat. No.
Nepotism in the.
I appreciate it, Tylink. I really do.
Okay. Yeah.
So if not the dynamite, then we'll just leave the body here and hope that it draws out the creature. But we have to figure out a way to take this creature down. There's no way around it.
Guys,
If it gets to that.
What if he's eating Josh?
Yep.
What if that's Josh over there?
Anthony, your camera went out.
Oh, yeah, it did. It's fine. I'll fix it. No, it's good. It's good on stream. So William, you know for sure that what you were looking at there wasn't whatever this ghast creature is that Martin described. It was one of those small ape-like humans.
And it was eating something. Is it?
Okay.
Yes,
A
it was
human?
hunched over and consuming something. That's all you could see. It's back.
Okay, well then this is the question here. I almost guarantee with the firepower we have, we can at least kill one of almost anything that is in here. But
I can sneak up and point blank this thing.
But we are going to be firing in a cavern system. This echo is going to hit every inch of this place. Will we be able to stop any of the backlash? What should we do? Halstead, Baker, you guys have at least some decent experience with firearms, or Baker, you specifically with real combat. What do you believe?
Firing off a weapon in these close quarters are going to really, really hurt your head, and it's going to echo in here like nothing else. We should definitely try and keep to hand if possible. If somebody can sneak up and club that thing, or we can. I am all about destroying every single one of these things as an affront to the world. But we can also turn around.
At this point, I think we're a little too far in. We
still have found no signs of Josh either.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
if
true.
not for Josh, we need to make sure that these things, as they seem to be hostile, can't hurt anyone else. So, I think somebody that can, probably the smallest size, can sneak up and club it in the head as I look towards Anthony.
Anthony?
Sev, if you get a second, check the chat on Skype. I had a question.
Sure.
So I would say I would look at William for just a minute and kind of squint my eyes just a little bit and say, I don't know if he can do it, right? Halstead, how's your ability to remain quiet?
I've had some training, but not I didn't spend most of my time stealthing around.
And I would say,
the whole time.
if you were asking me how stealthy I was, out of 1 to 100, I'm about a 24.
I would look at William then and say, do you want to take a crack at this?
I've been itching to take more than a crack at something
So
this entire time.
I would offer him out my trench club then, and say and ask Halstead to be like, can you provide an overwatch on him?
I can, and I'll get my rifle at the ready just in case.
All right, I'll watch our 6. If you don't have to take the shot, don't.
I
One
won't.
second.
Let
Let
get the
me
trench
see.
club ready.
Before you do that, can I see that trench club?
Sure.
Is there still blood of this animal on this trench club?
And
Probably.
probably brain
Can I
matter.
wipe it off before he goes trying to smash this creature's head in with the bloody club?
Wipe it on me?
I wipe it on him.
I'm okay with that.
He's okay with it.
I just kind of like nod my head like, okay.
Okay. William, if you're trying to sneak up on this thing, give me a stealth check.
Any big money, no whammy, no whammy?
Oh, I can see it from here now. Holy cow.
I'm pushing it.
Holy shit.
How are you
So-
going about pushing it?
Okay, so as I'm stumbling through, I almost like trip on a piece of debris as I'm kind of getting there, and I just hold still as deeply as I can, trying to maintain my composure coming through the tunnels.
Okay, go ahead and roll it again.
Oh, nice.
It's a big boy success too.
All right, go ahead and continue. Whatever you saw before is not there anymore, and only the remains of one of these creatures is there. It's been torn apart. There's gore and blood all over the cavern wall and the floor here.
I motion. I like look at them with my headlamp and kind of like signal it. Bye.
And
Yeah,
I turned back and I motioned to them as well.
I'm gonna just like saunter back real quick and grab the hand axes, the 3 hand axes, and I'm going to give one to essentially everyone that doesn't have a trench club.
I'll take one until I get mine back.
Okay,
And I'll
yeah,
wait for you to go.
Okay, cool. So everyone has a trench club except for William. I'm sorry, everyone has a hand axe except for William because he has the trench club.
Okay.
I'm gonna want that back.
You can have it back. Okay, still hold it right now though.
Don't drop it.
Try not to.
Halstead, what do you make of this? Is it these? It's the same creature, right?
Yes, it's the same creature, and as I said before, they're eating each other. It seems like.
That is definitely the case. You have evidence now.
Well, let's continue to move forward then.
I'll take
Is there-
points.
Is there anything that I can notice unnatural about this little kind of corridor that we're going down? That maybe, I mean, I know that the holes are probably still in the walls. That the other creature could have gone through. Do I notice anything that maybe like a piece of fur or hair was like left behind in these holes as I'm looking around inspecting the area?
Roll tracking.
Okay. So this is not going to be good. Oh gosh!
I'm just saying,
What the
this
hell?
campaign we've had our first ever 1 and our first ever 100.
You have no idea where that thing went to, but there are numerous crevices and holes all over these walls and right alongside all of these carvings and murals.
Okay, I'm just going to look at the group and I'll be like, stay away from the walls.
And what you all see is that this particular tunnel continues south, and it looks like it branches east and west down below.
I'm gonna try staying between the center here. Try not to get too close to the wall.
Hey, slow down. I'm taking point. There we go. Oh, did these
Martin,
just like straighten up hardcore
Yeah,
on purpose?
yeah. This particular
Back
tunnel
up,
here is a bit more of a defined structure, whereas a lot of the previous tunnels you're going through is a bit more collapsed. To your east, can't really see what's to your east. It's dark. To the south, the same. And out to the west, you see a little bit more lichen glowing that way, but the darkness prevails in every direction.
What? How well maintained do these areas look?
They don't look maintained at all. It just looks like this particular section may have weathered the storm of the millennia a little bit better. There is, of course, evidence of something moving through here, as there was through all of the tunnels that you just passed through.
Would I be able to do any type of check to see which way they've gone? Maybe track check as well? Or anything of that nature?
There's nothing distinct enough here. You can just tell that there's been passage through here.
Gotcha.
Call it, Boyle.
Which
way are we heading?
Let's head towards... I'm going to step more into the hallway to kind of give it a check. Let's head towards the right, which is our left.
All right.
Still checking everything. Still watching. Still always watching. Always judging.
Sure.
Judging.
And I'm
Judgment.
So what
my
you see in front of
distance.
you is not actually a dead end. It's a vertical descent. A vertical drop. The cavern floor beyond where you can see right here on the map is at least 20 feet down.
Hey, guess who has about 150 feet of rope left? Wait, that's still in the dang... we have to go back for the rope. I left it in the...
What you see,
saying.
what you see down below though is a slightly larger hallway, like the one you're in now, and it runs north and south.
Well,
and it's
bigger.
a straight drop down, correct?
Yeah, just about.
Baker, do you think we should get the rope and try to get our way down, or try to check out the other tunnel first?
I think anytime that you're going to move to a different level, it might be smart to check the rest of it first.
Sounds good to me. I start walking if anybody else is coming.
What about over here to the east?
Collapsed. A cave-in occurred at some point there.
Same thing
And it
down
looks
here, I
like the
assume?
same happened here to the south. These tunnels aren't accessible.
Okay.
Well, you want to come with me? We'll go back and get your rope.
Yeah, let's just grab the whole pack since no point not to.
Good thing you brought that rope.
Yes. Okay,
Never know what you're gonna need
I
it
left
for.
it. I left the whole pack right here. Gonna pick it back up, and then we head back to where we were.
Slow down.
Okay. Is there any point to where we could tie the rope off of? Maybe a stalagmite or anything like that?
Exactly that. There is a stalagmite there nearby. Conveniently nearby.
Remember, stalactite means it's holding onto
Holding
the ceiling
tight.
tightly.
Stalagmite standing tall and mighty. Yep.
No, I don't
Thanks,
remember
Magic
the other.
School
I
Bus.
don't remember the second one
welcome.
because that just sounds stupid.
I learned that in Carlsbad Caverns in New Mexico. Anyways, yes, you find some stalagmites nearby that you can tie a rope around. And
Awesome.
that
I try
will
to
give
give
you
him a
a bonus die on your climb roll.
Awesome.
So whoever's taking that descent and climbing down, give me a climb check with the bonus dice.
Nose goes.
Easy.
Come on, nose goes, guys. Who is it?
Best climber.
Neither one of them understand it. I did. As soon as you
Anthony's
said it. All right.
first.
Get on that rope, William.
Get down there.
Yeah, whatever.
Wait, you get a bonus die. Oh, that was
Oh.
your bonus die.
Oh.
Oh, does he break both of his necks?
All right, I'm gonna push it.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and
You're
push
gonna
it.
push it?
Remember, pushed rolls can have some pretty terrible consequences. So keep that in mind. But
don't know
I'll
about
let you
this.
push it. I'll let you try and maybe catch yourself and
You're right.
I would just take
right,
the
I'm coming
damage,
down
man.
Yeah,
You
you know
could die
what?
from this.
I don't care. I break my neck. William's out to die. I'm just,
At least we,
Of course I
we
care.
get a new party
of course I
member.
care. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I try to grab on and I kind of let go and I try to like grab the rope, hopefully not creating too much rope burn.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
God, nice,
So
nice.
you start climbing down and something happens. The rope slips out of your hands and you fall a foot or two and catch a handhold on the wall that's there. You actually realize that this seems like a well-used handhold. Doesn't seem like it's something easy to climb down, but there's definitely handholds here. And you're able to make it down the rest of the way using that rope.
Nice. Bottom. Whoa. By myself.
Okay.
I would come down after.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
I'm ready to.
Do I bonus die or no?
Yes, everyone using that rope gets a bonus die.
Okay.
You should push
Jesus
it.
Christ.
You should push it, man.
I'm going to. I'm gonna fall on William.
Ready to catch him.
There we go.
God, man.
Yeah.
Apparently
okay.
I find the same handhold and
Yes.
Gosh,
I would give a call back up like as not like, hey guys, but like there's handholds here. Keep an eye out for them.
if I was Jeremy, I would just jump down.
All right. Who's next?
I look at Halstead and said, Halstead, you head down and make sure nothing comes up from behind us.
Shouldn't I watch from up here? Shouldn't I be the last to come down then?
No, you can go down. It's my rope. I'll be the last one. Don't worry about it. As I rub my eyes slightly more.
Okay. And I holster my rifle on my back, and then, before I start to descend down, I feel kind of leery of this. just a little bit, and I'm looking for those handholds. Can I kind of look and see if I can spot them?
Yeah, you're able to see them. It definitely looks like it's not set up in a way that a human could easily climb down like a ladder, but there are spots here and there where it seems like something has been using them as handholds.
Okay, I just grab that rope then and start descending.
Climb check with bonus.
Oh, with a bonus.
Your bonus.
Yep.
Yeah.
So go ahead and just basically roll again.
Okay.
We're getting closer. We're getting closer.
Not quite. Do you want to push that?
Remember, you get your bonus die.
We pushed it and failed.
That was his bonus.
Yeah, that was my bonus.
If you push it, remember consequences are always worse for a push roll that's failed again.
Oh,
Wait,
did you guys not use your bonus die on your push rolls?
No, I didn't, because I forgot to hit the plus.
No, I was asking them when they failed their first roll, didn't they use their push?
They did.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, so on your push roll, you'd use your bonus die, yeah.
Am I feeling lucky?
Everyone else done it. Why can't you?
Yeah.
I'll push it.
You got to make that choice, Halstead.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
He did.
Halstead,
2d6.
you see those handholds. You climb down on the rope. The rope maybe catches on your rifle or something, and you cannot catch your grip again, and you go slamming to the ground, taking 6 points of damage.
That's a severe.
I move out of the way.
What's your max health?
9.
Oh.
That is a major
Critical
wound.
injury?
Yeah. Go ahead and take that major wound and give me a Constitution check.
I'm unconscious.
this man knocked himself out.
Yeah.
My God.
Halstead
You
falls
got
to the cavern
knocked the
floor.
fuck out!
He falls to the cavern floor and he
Ragdoll.
stops moving.
I would rush up
Halstead!
to him and immediately try to administer first aid.
I'm gonna try to help him in any way.
I'm going to try to get down this rope as quick as possible, see if I can do anything. Wait, actually, can I see down there? Can I see what they're... Can I see them? Does it look like there's enough space, or does it look like I'll just clutter the area?
No, you're able to climb down there if you want to.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go for it.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Martin, if you're administering your first aid, go ahead and do that.
I'd like to help him in any way
Yeah,
I can with
if he
it.
helps, what does that benefit me?
Hold the body up, or
I would tell you to immediately hold his head still.
right.
First aid is actually only used with dying. You have to use medicine if you want to treat some injuries.
Oh. Well, I mean... What?
And guess what? I'm the medic.
Medic's down.
I'm not
I have
gonna
some
push
medicine.
that roll, by the way.
Can I use Cthulhu mythos to try and bring him back?
Damn.
Yes.
No, don't fuck it up.
What?
Wait, seriously?
Yeah. Yeah, spontaneous use of the Cthulhu mythos is a thing. It's a rule.
Okay. I'll do it.
Okay.
For layman's terms, for the chat, spontaneous use of the mythos falls in the random bullshit category of the rule.
And also
Yeah,
somebody
kinda.
give me a luck die, please, for the love of God.
Luck die in the chat? Luck die?
So,
Anybody in the chat, give me that, please.
Vincent, if you're not pushing that roll?
No, I'm just gonna take some damage.
Okay.
There we go.
You make it
boy.
almost all the way down, and then you just kind of slip at the end and maybe twist your ankle a little bit, and it hurts. But you take 1 point of damage.
Can't be in the game, dude.
Damn it, I know. Was hoping.
Martin, if
Alright,
you're gonna
well-
use your Cthulhu mythos to try and make him regain consciousness, go for it.
Okay, I'm giving it 1 second more. Wait, let me have a drink really quick, just to solidify.
Hey, can we
All
can
right.
we get
Well,
a good luck in the chat, please? Good luck.
all right. Well, at least give me some blow emojis then.
I'll give you some blow emojis
Isn't blow emojis?
for my own safety and health.
Oh, yeah, baby.
So Martin
just so we
Baker, he leans over the unconscious Halstead. Your hands kind of scan over his body like this, back and forth. Close your eyes, and you can feel his injuries a little bit. Somewhere back deep within your mind there, your subconscious, there's this tickling pain that you feel. And then there's a light, a sickly green light, even more disgusting looking than what's coming from the lichen around you, is emitting from your hands. And then it disappears, and Halstead, you take a gasp of breath and wake up.
I knew I shouldn't have climbed down there. Oh, Boyle, next time you're going first.
I'm just happy you didn't see me shaking the rope the whole time.
Lowered you down.
Halstead, give me a sanity check.
Lose 500.
Okay.
Ow, ow.
You're okay for now.
Don't say for now.
You, Halstead, you don't know how you just were awakened, by the way.
What happened, guys?
You just basically wake up and see Martin kind of leaning over you.
I would look down at you and say, "We did what we had to do. You're back in the fight. We need to finish this. Come on, get up."
Okay, and I stand up and get myself together as best as I can.
So this cavern that you're in now this particular tunnel is much more like an actual hallway. It's maybe 200 feet tall. You can just barely make out the ceiling because of some stalactites hanging in certain places. There's a lot of that lichen throughout here. And it looks like there's actually spots on the wall where there's indentations of that contain very thick amounts of lichen and it's been growing out from there, almost like that was supposed to be a lamp post of lichen. Even more evidence that this was definitely cultivated to be used for lighting.
I'm going to set down the gear that I have right here.
Okay.
Not going to take with us. I'm going to go over to Halstead. And Halstead, are you okay? Do you have any other injuries that we should know about? Any pain in your ribs, legs, anything?
I think I broke a rib or two, and I think I might have dislocated my shoulder on the way down. Does that sound feasible, Keeper?
Yeah, you
Okay.
you are definitely feeling very sore. You're able to move around okay for now. But keep in mind that you anything too strenuous might come back and bite you.
Wait, what was that last?
Anything too
Sentence?
strenuous might come back and bite you. Just meaning that, further injury might happen if you push yourself too much physically.
Right. Okay. Oh, I need to uncheck the unconscious thing. Can I try and look through my medicine kit and see if there's anything that I can do to possibly help my injuries in any way?
Medicine check. If you'd like to do that,
okay.
yep. Yeah, you regain 1 hit point. You're
Okay.
able to maybe you have something to bind up wherever you're hurting or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to ask the big questions though real quick. I'm gonna go over to Baker and ask him. Kind of keep my eye twitch closed. Baker, what was that?
Nothing. Just like
No.
your eye. There's nothing, right?
No, that was something. That's not the only thing. If I remember correctly, I couldn't quite see you, but didn't you do something close to that back at the slaughterhouse? I couldn't quite see you, but I heard your voice chanting something.
What are you two talking about?
That's right, you were
What
unconscious.
happened?
But William, you would have seen. Did Baker do something like he just did a second ago previously?
There's a lot of shit I can't explain right now. I don't know. I'm not sure how to answer that question.
I don't want to get into it too much right now, but Baker, I think you have a little bit more to explain after we get out of here.
I'm more than happy to explain, as long as you are, because there seems to be something very, very wrong with you, my friend. I have an explanation for what I'm doing, but I haven't heard one from you.
You can look at my eye, but I'm telling you, nothing's wrong with it. It's a bit itchy. That is it.
When you're ready to talk, I am more than willing to explain to you
I have
everything
told
that's
you
happening.
everything I know. Let's continue to move. We're not getting anywhere with this conversation, and these monkeys might get closer.
What do you all do?
I point my hand towards Baker, assuming he's going to take point.
First thing I want to do is check up north here. It looks like this is kind of caved in. I figured.
Yes, that is.
Yep.
That is the case.
Then, all right, to the south, I suppose. Keep it tight back there, Halstead.
So you can see, before you move any further, there's obviously a tunnel here to the west, tunnel to the east, and it looked like down further to the south there was more lichen growing there, and you could see even more tunnels in the southern part of this hallway.
Always clear out of the first area you come to, and then work your way down.
Everyone give me a spot hidden check right there, though.
Here it's spot. Oh my god. Oh, thank God Boyle's gonna save us.
All right. Yep. So it looks
What
like
do I see with my special eyes?
only Vincent notices that the tunnel leading to the east, just southeast of you, has a lot more foot traffic showing on the ground. There's distinct footprints as compared to this tunnel you're going to the west here.
I kind of look at the ground a little bit and look back to them and give a very obvious shush, and I point to the ground, kind of sweeping motion to obviously show them that there's a lot more foot traffic.
Yes, to the
So
east.
so I want everybody to, shush.
Oh.
Tons of feet, as you probably can see as I'm pointing it out.
Are those footprints relatively close to where I'm standing currently?
Somewhat. Down to the southeast, that,
Oh, okay, down here, like where there's kind of like a
yeah, where there's a
cutoff.
break in the wall there, that through that tunnel particularly.
Okay. Well, I'll just stay with the group for now.
So I would say to William, William, make sure that you keep that shotgun pointed behind us. But before we head that way, we need to make sure that there's nothing over here that's going to run up on our backs.
I'm on it.
All right, sure. Continue forward. So this particular chamber opens up and it's massive. On the far wall there is a strange structure. In this wide grotto, you see there's also crystal deposits on the wall that glitter in your light. The ceiling's apex is about 150 feet above. And spreading across the far wall there is a bizarre twisted structure fashioned from interlaced bronze pipes and studded with crystals of various sizes and colors. These pipes pierce the wall in numerous places, while the other ends ultimately end in spikes. And there's some sort of rock formation about 20 feet in front of it. Looks like it's carved into a sort of chair.
So are these the crystals in the wall, are they removable? Like, do they look like they are coming from the wall, or were they placed into the wall?
It looks like they're naturally growing formations, but it's hard to tell. They could have been when these tunnels were first carved out, that they were placed there intentionally, but it's definitely some sort of crystalline structure that it seems to be just growing into the wall. And it's kind of providing more illumination in here. There's actually not very much lichen in here compared to the other hallways.
And these pipes, metal?
From where you're standing, it looks like they're bronze pipes. As you get closer, you see that some of these spikes that don't end into the wall, that are jutting out from the wall, they terminate in human heads.
Human heads or monkey human heads?
Human heads.
Recent?
These heads look like they've been preserved with sinuous runes carved into their leathery flesh. Their eyelids are closed, and their mouths and the muscles of their throats move as they sing. There's what sounds like a low wind coming from this structure, and moaning softly in a chorus from these human heads.
So this is where I'd be like, alright, I'm gonna head out.
Everyone standing there, give me a sanity check.
Why do you gotta do this to us, man?
I'm still looking behind me. Is that okay, or?
Yeah.
I double sanity.
Just once you get up there, though, you got to give me a sanity check.
Okay, I'll do it for you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wow, nobody shit themselves. That's awesome. Wow!
Nice.
Anthony with the double ones.
Yeah, you all keep it together. You can tell that some of these heads belong to men of European descent, and others belong to men and women of African descent.
Any snakeheads?
No snakeheads.
Prone facing the pipes?
Yes.
Like how it looks?
Yes, and now that you're closer to the throne, you realize that it's definitely not made for a human to sit in. The way it's very steeply curved and rounded. Human spine definitely can't sit in that in any comfortable way.
Does it sound like the Halo theme song? I'm just kidding. I wanted to throw in a...
I think
It actually sounds like Duel of Fates.
I think one of us should sit in this throne.
What? Do it.
Okay, Vincent's actually kind of wary about this, but I do think, can I check out this throne? Is there anything with it that I might be able to see, or it just looks like a wooden structure?
No, stone.
Stone structure.
Stone. Yeah,
Okay,
it's carved out of stone.
I step up the few steps and I kind of touch it a few places, just kind of motion around. If nothing happens, I like to sit down.
All right. Yeah, nothing seems to happen. You sit down in it, and it's definitely uncomfortable. There's absolutely no way you could conform your human body to this stone chair. But when you do sit into it, the singing from these human heads grows much louder and more complex. The harmonies don't resemble anything that you've ever heard before, and the alien nature of this song fills you all with dread. Make another sanity check, all of you.
Halstead, eyes to the south.
I did a fail.
Woo!
Push it a bit. To boil.
Can you push
Oh
it?
wait, yeah.
Resist.
Wait,
Can
can
you
I?
push
You
it?
can't push sanity checks, can you?
No, you cannot.
Oh. Okay.
Do I get
How much-
sanity back because, like William, Like William should get sanity back for the trip.
No, you don't get sanity back.
How much
So,
sanity do I lose?
Just one. Just one
5d
point of sanity.
out.
Because you were already hearing this hellish song, but now it's just grown much louder, much more alien and complex.
Can I look to the heads and say, quiet down, shush? Anything happen?
No, nothing happened.
Okay, I get out of this chair.
Everyone make a listen check.
Oh boy, I have a 100% chance to listen.
Hey,
Listen, hey!
listen. Look out. Let me roll
All right,
locksmith.
let's see who succeeded here.
Yo!
Hey, listen.
Only Martin succeeded, and Martin, you're the only one that hears through this these strange, dreary sounds coming from this some sort of alien organ in front of you. Down to the south, there's a tunnel, and there's stomping noises there. Something is approaching from the south, or at least moving around in that tunnel.
I would immediately kind of snap my fingers and give the sign towards the south, and then I would I'd get in cover behind the throne.
It's standing
Wait,
where
is
you
this
are.
accurate? Is this accurate distance? Like, is this actually 30 feet away?
Is what, 30 feet away?
Oh, you can't see that. From the throne to the cave entrance, 20 feet.
Yeah, each square is 5 feet.
Then, yeah, this is where I'm at.
Okay. And Martin, since you were the first one to hear it, looking south, you saw the silhouette of a ghast passing through the tunnels.
Sorry, I had to take my headphones out for a second. What was that?
You were the first one to hear and look south, and before anyone else could take action, you saw the silhouette of a ghast passing through the tunnels to the south.
I would gasp. I wouldn't shoot. I would concentrate my aim and say, I don't want to make a whole bunch of noise, but I would alert, again, snap the fingers and then do the eyes and then point down that way and then try and make some type of a symbol that it's to indicate that I just saw something nasty, like.
And as you,
I barricade myself against the door here.
You
or
all,
the wall.
yeah, as you all set up and watch down this tunnel for the approaching horror, we're gonna end our session. Thank you for everyone that stopped by. Bye.
Thanks, have a wonderful
Bye bye.
time.
Have a nice day.
I have a beautiful time.